the distance and actually set up against Ultra Prime. So if we see this Jace locked in, which we do, you still have options now as TT to try and fight back against what Ultra Prime have. Now, I will still say Ultra Prime have...
The hacker's none the wiser. He's only now clearing out that control ward, but he's going to be way too late to the party.
Yeah, it feels like Ultra Prime just haven't really been playing off of the strengths, although...
So he's going to be able to use that Burst Divide. A Hacker, you took the bait, and look at the damage is going to be traded. It's not actually going to. Hacker survives. First blood picked up for Xiao Bao.
Flash and Safeguard able to keep him in check. ZS and Hacker at least will get the answer on this top side as, here we go, this is what I was talking about.
Yes, it is. They're going exactly for the gameplay that you had written. That's going to be a nice shockwave. Xiao Bao looking to be able to get a second kill. He might be able to turn around on Xiaopeng as well. Chasing him down, getting the damage, waiting for one more command attack. There it is, double kill. Coming in from Xiao Bao, putting no mana. The flash needed to be able to survive, even with the turret you can see on the other side. Xiaopeng and Hacker, there's a 2-level difference, now 1-level difference between the junglers, because how much time was wasted by Xiaopeng, even here in the bot lane. It's just an easy dive executed by the bottom lane of Ultra Prime.
Yeah, I mean, you've left him alone, but here we go.
Oh, nice flank. Going to be able to go golden, and here come the cavalry. They're reinforcements, but it's a double kill from Ye. Make it a triple kill. ZS, you're way too late to flash away. Xiao Bao wanting to be able to show up. He's got the command shockwave if he needs to, but it's going to be the knockup. There's the shockwave only on one. It's going to be on the Azir, though. They can clean up house now, turning it around, waiting for Xiaopeng to be able to see if he can get these low health members. Finally stabs the beast to take down one. He could get the accelerated shock blast, waiting for it. No, he's going to use the Heartbreaker instead. I can't kill him anymore, and wanted to be able to chase him down, but now you've got a lot of that. Oh, missed shockwave. That's not going to miss, though. That Burst Divide trying to be able to flash away. Xiao Bao. He's got a shield, but it's not going to be enough. The soldiers will help take him down. He might be traded back 1-for-1 at the moment, and Hacker will survive. 2v3. It's even. That late game, how Azir functions as he gets more gold and the game continues to scale, but right now we're seeing possibly a dive setup from Ultra Prime. The TP going to be used by Xiao 7, but is it going to be in time to be able to save the life of Sandy? Should be. He's still barely alive. Going to be able to get the damage back. It's going to be traded 1-for-1. No, not traded yet, because they're going to be able to chase down on a Hacker trying to get away, and you can see how low Sam D had gotten in that fight, barely being able to survive and having the man advantage. TT are going to scare off Ultra Prime.
Yeah, neither of the... Ooh! ZS is gone! Xiaopeng manages to pick him off. So well done by the jungler from TT, because I was about to say, hey, look, neither of these teams are really respecting when those teleport advantages are on the opposite side, but now TT, they're the ones picking up a win in the bottom lane. Now they're picking up this win on the top side of the map as well. TT, they're fighting back so well against Ultra Prime.
And the fact that you have these members that are surviving, even if they're TT, pretty uncontested with the help of Shelly mid lane, getting just chip damage onto that tier 1. But at this point, they're dandy, they're fine. They're even against the composition where we feared that if they fell behind in this mid game, it was going to be doom and gloom.
Yeah, and you can see now that, like, Ultra Prime, they're trying to split out ZS, but he's going to get caught.
ZS. You couldn't win a 1v1. You can't win a 1v3.
And I think a lot of this was Ultra Prime just not playing
TT, the fact that you had to sell it. This gives them a lot more to play around. You can see the bot lane, they're trying to see if they can get a pick onto either one of these members. They're waiting for Pudding on the wings to be able to get that flank. Hacker taking so much damage, not going to be able to dodge away. He flashed instead to try to get it, but it's going to be the quickness to make sure that his heart is broken in half.
And this is what we're saying. Right? It's an 800 gold lead at the end of the day.
No, it's over 1,000. Don't forget the Verdant Barrier. I'm not going to forget.
Well, yeah, she did. You do lose 3.
That's the game plan for Ultra Prime, because I feel like it's one of those scenarios where they just don't have one, especially a set. Completely scoff at. You can see that. Wow! We just solo killed him right under the nose of the jungler.
This down quickly, and the same. I mean, Jace can add a. Chelsea, with the solar flare, could set up big time for this ultimate. Needs to connect onto multiple people, and TT playing this dangerous stance where they're kind of pushing forward, grouping as a bundle, which may give the moment for Ultra Prime strike, but forcing them back. TT looked like they're kind of trying to get control of this mid lane and realizing, hey, we don't really need to fight this if we don't want to.
He started it off, he's flashed in with the quickness. Look at that damage! They blew up Xiao Bao. The damage is now gone. You can see that Xiao has nothing he can do in the fight. They can easily dive into the backline with a Heartbreaker. 3 kills for nil. Lost the TP too, just to make sure they can see if they can chase down these members, but at least SMLZ gets 1 back for the team. But unfortunately, it is just going to be the 1-4-3. TT get the dragon. TT win the fight, and SMLZ is going the wrong way.
I mean, unless SMZ pulls off a miracle play here, but I'm not seeing it happening. Maybe the deadly flourish for the steal. That's all you can pray for.
Well, I think he's got a lot more to worry about here, Dagda. He's getting chased down by 3 members of TT. He's got at least that turret that he has to pass, and then he has to run the entirety of the jungle away, getting a lot of damage to the movement speed from the crits, waiting it out. He's got the stun, but the stun back, and the kill for Xiaopeng.
I'm just getting flashbacks to that YouTube video of playoffs. Like, LGD and JDG were at Worlds last year. Like, that's how far it's come.
And the thing on his head, and anytime he sees Orianna, he's like, all right, it's go time.
At least he has the flash. I was like, just do it. Like, just go towards it. You take this so quick as you can see, and like, Ultra Prime can't really contest you.
It's an Azir on Baron. There's nothing you can really still land on Yi, but they have an Ocean Soul. They heal all of it back up. All they have to do is reset over and over again. None of the damage sticks from Ultra Prime.
And you can see Xiaoxi's even gone for the Zhonya's Hourglass. He's like, look, I'm going to give my life in one of these engages. Just got to go for it. But TT now on top side.
Xiao7 gets the Solar Flare from Xiaoxi, but all that damage back onto Liana goes golden to be able to survive. But the collapse could be there from TT. Curtain Call opened wide. Xiao7 cannot actually be taken down because he's forced away. SMLZ does not want to stick. And now TT are opening up the base.
Yeah, that was just going, excuse me, SMLZ, none of that, as he just slides all these soldiers into positions. Like, we don't like these curtain calls around here. We're the ones that are looking to end this game, and with both inhibitors being taken simultaneously, it certainly feels like it's going to be over soon.
Ultra Prime, at this point, anything is going to be better than just sitting back and watching your entire base be taken away. You can get the damage on.
And now, I mean, what do? The Elder Dragon is here, and maybe they're going to pick onto Pudding, or maybe it's the reverse pick.
Yes. I was about to say, you don't pick Pudding. Pudding picks you. That's just how this has been working this whole game, Dagda. Pudding is a monster on this Rakan.
Azir is soloing Elder. Just so we're on the way.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
It's
just Azir things.
Gone. Yeah, I mean, look, TT, they took control of this game early. They played it out super well, putting all over the joint, making sure that he can keep a TT safe, finding these picks onto Ultra Prime, and now they just get to reap what they sow.
And with this final inhibitor turret that stands for Ultra Prime, it is awaiting the minions to be able to crash in from TT. They're even forcing out all these members of Ultra Prime, waiting to see if Xiaoxi is going to be able to respawn and help them out.
3 waves crashing in. Baron for 20 seconds. Elder still up and available. How do you try and defend here? SMLZ curtain call.
Nothing. Does nothing. And even now, they're watching their Nexus turrets fall pretty easily. The engage coming in from Pudding forces out the members. They're back at their set, but they're dragged back in by the Emperor himself. Game 1 for TT.
And TT just... You still have the Varus who can do quite a bit of work from afar. So you are always under threat here, I'll say, is TT, if Ultra Prime get these big wombo combo team fights off.
That priority top lane, and he had to use a lot of that mana just to be able to push in mid. Now bot lane with the priority already there for TT, they can easily collapse. You can see that Xiaoxi trying to punt them back towards the team. Here comes Diana with a lot of damage, but first blood's picked up by Xiaopeng. He is fairly alive, finally taken down, but it's 2 kills for the side of TT. They're looking to make it a third as Xiao Bao cannot get towards the wall, looking for the dash, but they've already got the follow-up. Double kill for Xiaopeng.
Oh, it's so messy from Ultra Prime. Like, they didn't topside hacker, though.
It looks like Xiao7, the one lane that's getting left alone. The nice flash. The flash followed up. Going to be able to get the stun. But you're about to go mega. Can you hold off? Can't hold off long enough. So kills picked up by Hacker. But all the way on the other side, it's an easy dragon take for Xiaopeng.
I think you just take this as Ultra Prime, right? Like, I like the fact they're going, we cannot contest.
Loving in this minion wave, making sure they can rein in Lucian, who normally is all about bullying these early lanes and just can't do so. Even though he's got the calling getting a lot of damage, the flash in and flashed away. The calling not going to be able to get the kill. Instead, it's going to be on the Yi. Trying to see if they can get on Xiaopeng with the Sonic Wave not following up. That was an overextension by T. It was Yi who died in that one. It wasn't Xiaopeng. Following nice double knockup from Xiaoxi. The kickback on Sam D. So much damage coming in. Going to be able to take him down. Pudding trying to be able to get away, but the Moonfall getting a lot of damage with the Chakram. Needing a little bit more, but the flash away will be able to survive. Unless, of course, we have the Heartbreaker underneath the turret. The stun, though, from Pudding!
Oh, no!
He does it! He survives!
The proof is in the pudding. This guy's a beast.
Now 7, he's got Mega Gnar, does not have Flash though. It's going to be a nice solar flare into the wall. All three go, and they are eviscerated.
R.I.P. Ultra Prime.
What happened?
That was nasty. That solar flare from Putties. They're getting the turret plate. Here's a Rift Herald. What? We're zooming out. I don't think Xiao Xiaobao is going to TP.
Yeah, I mean, you're
he's TPing
going to
on
have to
this.
eat your words on that one, Rob, because he is definitely TPing right behind them, but the turret's nearly down. They're going to be able to take it one more. There it is. They get the last little bit, and if the Moonfall only takes down Sam D, he is going to be the next target as well. Trying to be able to skirt the fight. Flashing too. No, he's not going to be able to escape. He's gone. He's out of there.
Like, there's no stopping now. You see the picture-in-picture in your bottom left-hand side. Dragon goes the way of Ultra Prime, but TT might want more.
Oh no, Xiaopeng, you're way too low to start off that fight, even though they got a lot of damage onto Xiao C. He's going to punt back Sam D, sacrifice his own life for the team to survive.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Another summoner, gonna look good for the side of TT. They've got a pretty sizable lead, about 1,500 over Ultra Prime, and it's not gonna shrink unless Ultra Prime can somehow get something to work at Xiao 7. Maybe that's gonna be the target. He overextended. He was not able to commit to that dive by himself.
Xiao Xiaobao picked up before we hit the 14-minute mark. It's going to be a nice bit of gold in Ultra Prime's pocket as well.
That's nicely timed, and putting that onto ZS back for Ultra Prime all the while. There was a bit of a lead for TT, but losing out on all that plate gold while they weren't able to secure that tier 2 bot lane for themselves because they were forced off means that this is going to be a far closer game in these soon-to-come team fights. As right now, Xiao 7, they're flexing around, hovering, looking to see if they want to commit to this dive fully.
They're definitely committing. Chelsea is completely zoned them off.
Yeah, he has. And there's going to be the Mega Gnar into the wall. Xiao 7, he goes mini, flashes away. The flash coming in for him. Xiao C not going to be able to tag him with the stun and the Heartbreaker. Can he kite this one back? He cannot kite it back like Pudding had done prior.
The Unbreakable will just be able to tank it up. But look, topside, TT, they're trading this with the Rift Herald. Going to potentially look for this
I think that's a secondary
dive with the
charge.
Rift Herald again on towards the tier 3, but they're
Wait.
going to move a bit. Oh, the Realm Warp! The Realm Warp to
Brilliant!
move it. That's so clever!
Oh, yeah, that was great. And now they get 3 charges off of Shelly.
That is actually big brain. I love that. That is so smart from
Looking
TT.
to see if they can engage. TP's doubled up. Both of them looking for the engage. It's Pudding first, taking a lot of damage. Going to get the Unbreakable Will, but now that Xiao 7 has to dodge away, they're going to be able to get the damage, and they're taking down one member. Gnar is gone, but look at this. TT have snuck their way into the pit. They get themselves the Dragon. All the while, Ultra Prime trying to be able to get these kills. Xiaopeng waiting to be able to dodge over the wall. Going to be able to get the kick and follow it up. Getting a little bit of damage, but ZS, he's got even more, and he's got the backup. They had to sacrifice Pudding's life to make sure 3 members at least could survive. Loud and allotted to play with.
Oh, Hacker. Found Xiaopeng. TP's coming in.
DPs are coming in, but do you flash over the wall? Yes, you do. Xiao C starting the fights this time around. Pudding trying to be able to survive and get away, but unfortunately, he is not going to be able to get anywhere towards his team, and it's looking like what we saw last time, but with the jungler down this time around, Ultra Prime should be able to get themselves at least started on the Baron.
They are doing this on a ward though, but with Xiaopeng dead, you've got to find some miracle plays, TT, to actually set this up. They don't see where Xiaoxi is.
No, he is just on the wings, and this is looking like the reverse of fates between these supports. Xiao 7 goes Mega, not going to have the good Mega Gnar. He has to flash away to be able to survive, but he still died, and the Baron secured by Ultra Prime. You're going to be able to get a little bit of distance between him and ZS on the hunt, but with these members already dead, and with the Baron buff in their pockets, Ultra Prime will crack the tier 1 mid.
I mean, it's now swing fully in favor of Ultra Prime. The gold lead is there for them. The Baron was picked up. Dragon started. You've got to be so careful. Xiaoxi, no flash available.
And look at this. They're trying to see if they can burst this down. It could be soul point potential. The flash is going to go over to Hacker. The kick is not enough to be able to stop them. Now the fight re-engaged with the knock up on to Pudding. No flash available to be able to escape, but the Realm Warp will at least get TT members alive and survive.
He's threatening them.
The flash in with the Rune Prison, being able to get a little bit of distance, but the follow-up with Q. Blast Cone! No, he doesn't even take it. Instead, it's a kill for Xiaopeng while everyone pushes him in.
Hacker, though, going to see if he can get on towards Sam D here. They have this push again, barred up minions, but it might be the only tower that goes down. Oh, Hacker does get spotted.
There's the Zenith Blade, and there's the Solar Flare, there's the TP, there's a lot used by TT to be able to get onto the top side of the map for Ultra Prime, but they're still alive. They're kiting it back, being able to survive, looking for the kick. Hacker's going to be kicked right back in. He has at least the Moonfall damage, and here come the members of Ultra Prime. They've lost the jungler, but they've got so much damage onto so many members of TT. The re-engage from Xiao C, Calling getting the damage onto Pudding. All the while the junglers had been fighting. No, it wasn't. It was ZS chasing down Xiaopeng. He's got at least a nice Sonic Wave, trying to escape, trying to be clever to be able to get a little bit of distance between him and ZS. But the members of Ultra Prime, they are now the ones hunting, trying to see who they can find.
SamD getting some nice poke down. Both teams starting to go low. Xiaopeng can heal off of this red buff if he wants to try and make this replay happen.
That Xiao C right there, making sure that he could not heal up nearly enough.
The TP
from Ye. Yeah,
come in and picture in picture.
Oh, Xiao Bao, yeah, fighting it out. Who's going to win? It's going to be actually an even 1-for-1 trade.
Shut down.
Hey, you take that as yeah, because that was a 7. Where's this dragon?
All the while, TT are not deterred. They have to go now, though. If you want to contest that dragon, they heal that completely. They are going for the cheeky play onto Baron.
They realm warp over, so it means that they don't really have an escape here. The damage
50%.
Isn't quite there to try and just shut this thing down, though. Maybe it is actually, as I say
He
that.
is Mega. He can keep him at bay. Going to use that to keep them all away. It's going to be the Solar Flare connecting onto nobody. He goes golden to be able to survive. The rest of the teammates are trying to be able to see if they can retain the buff at all costs. Wait a minute. Xiao 7, how are you alive? Pudding died, but how are you still alive? You should have died.
Yeah, he will eventually go down. ZS has to flash himself to get that one, but now the problem is that you've lost 2 members. Yes, you have this Baron, but what can you do, Hacker?
Well, maybe you can get the kick and a lot of damage onto SamD. Unfortunately, Hacker's gone golden to be able to survive. Xiaopeng will take him down. Xiao C on the other side with SMLZ. You got the good flank from Xiao Bao, but no kill just yet. Xiaopeng still alive.
TP from ZS, though, and with this, it makes it hard for TT to find that play, right? Because you're very spread out here as Ultra Prime. They control River. You've got to try and force it forward.
And here the dragon has spawned up, and SMLZ is soloing it out. They're getting damage onto Pudding with the calling. Xiao Bao takes a little bit himself, and Xiao 7 about to go Mega. He could jump in, but it's going to be the soul secured already for the side of Ultra Prime. Now the fight continues into the back line. Pudding's alive with the Menor into the wall. It's not going to be able to save his life at the end of the day. All the while, they're trying to be able to escape now from Ultra Prime. Getting chased down, split apart. They've got the kill in the back line. They've got the kill in the front line. They've got everything they could possibly need. Ultra Prime just want one more. That sole survivor again of Xiao 7. Oh, wait, they actually will TP onto the other side, and he'll TP to survive, but still the fight is null and void for TT because Ultra Prime can march it down mid.
5 members there. The wave is there as well. ZS can tank up the turret and make sure at least that they can crack the base. May not be able to end. Actually, as I say that, the minion line is conga lining its way down into this. So Ultra Prime could look to just end it right here.
And Xiaopeng, Xiao 7 both have to do something, anything to stop this game from ending. But it's Xiao C who makes the decisive call to start off the fight with a lot of damage on Xiao 7. They've got a Solar Flare coming in from Pudding, but it's nothing that can help them. Not going to be able to survive. The base is in tatters. It is all destroyed by Ultra Prime. They will get us to a game 3, 1-1.
And Ultra Prime are
that net to keep him alive as long as possible.
Yeah, I mean, look, for Ultra Prime, there's a very clear team fighting composition, right? You got Great Engage with the set, Orianna to follow up on top of that if you ever get these big face breakers. Getting tanking of the spear, but now, Xiao 7.
Flash in with the face breaker, going to be able to dash away, and here's the TP in from Yit, looking to see if they can capitalize on the flash being used by Zedis. A TP topside, but way far away. First blood's already picked up. Make it 2 for Yit.
You're too late on the mark, Xiao Bao. Too late on that TP. He'd gone for that. It would have been a disaster, but now going to be able to pick that up. Still a little bit behind.
And that's going to be the pillar. SMLZ not going to be in a good spot. The flash came in from SamD to be able to pick up the kill, and they're looking to turn it around, but Xiao C was able to battle back, get himself a kill. It is a trade 1-for-1. It's the ADC on TT who picked up the gold.
And also going to lose that big wave, but top.
Oh, that's a huge shield. That's a lot of damage. And Xiaopeng, instead of following up to try to see if they can at least make it a trade in top lane.
Alongside that, like, you've always got opportunities here as Yate to start spreading that love around the map.
And Xiao 7 going to be able to get a lot of damage back on to ZS, but now the Conqueror stacked up for both of them. Who's going to be able to win this out? You can see the damage coming in from Snipset, looking for the dive. He's able to pick it up, and it is a trade of 1 for 1.
ZS used the Haymaker too soon. He used it for damage. And
Sneaky from Hacker up in the top side. They even have Xiao about to rotate. The fight started initially by ZS with the showstopper on top of Gwen, but the needle working a lot of damage. The Haymaker punch, though, will take down the doll.
And it's Xiao kind of team fights are all coming from Ultra Prime 2. So for TT, you can see they're starting to now stack up these dragons. They've kind of realized, look, we need to start making more plays around our strong side of the map. Matter that you do. So certainly, I think for TT, getting ahead, getting this tempo advantage, they're trying to do is really good.
Shockwave, nowhere to be seen on that play. The burst of both Xiaopeng and Ye allows them to crash in Shelly. A lot of play cooldown picked up for Ye, and I was about to say, like, for the side of TT, yeah, we were wondering where Rift Herald was going to be turret from. Yeah, he could probably rinse repeat. Doesn't have flash, but you know what? He's got the damage. The turret will fall, and Xiao Bao has to watch on, knowing there's nothing he can do while his team maybe makes a play onto Sam D. The flash coming in. Here's putting on the other side. The pillar was not enough, but they got a lot of damage now. This is still a Trundle fighting against two members, getting a little bit of damage, but now he's getting kited back by Aphelios, taking a bit of brunt of the damage. Here's the TP to make sure there is no retreat, but Xiaopeng's on the wings, not going to be able to get the spear, but ZS will at least make sure that MLZ might be able to get away. All the while, they continue to dive. TT are annihilated underneath their turret.
So well played by Ultra Prime, and perfect timing for SMLZ on his gun rotations as well to make that play work. Xiao Bao just going to be able to clear it in this game, as Xiaopeng will trade it for the Rift Herald.
Trade of Rift Herald for a first dragon out of Ultra Prime. Not necessarily the worst trade for TT, but this might be that trade here if it's another solo kill, especially on EA. But he's kiting back amazingly. Haymaker shield will keep his Zetas alive for now. He's run down by Hacker.
Chilling Smite manages to slow him down, and the Olaf can just finish off the play onto Ye. But now with the Rift Herald in top lane, this is a lot of turrets that are going to be going the way of TT. Xiao Bao cannot hold on to this by himself. He needs help.
Exactly. The Shockwave will be able to get a lot of damage, but the charge had already completed. They got a lot of damage onto that tier 2 control. You can see that Chassis had taken a lot of damage from that culling, but he's able to reset, wait it out. ZS on the wings, waiting for that engage. The flash is in. He's not going to be able to get the showstopper just yet, but they got the Glacial Fissure on to at least footing with the secure of Dragon 4 of Hacker. Now they have to retreat, taking a lot of damage. Hacker's able to survive, but look at SMLZ getting the damage that he needs to. Chakrams are built up. The engage coming in from ZS, and they can annihilate them. Triple kill, make it a quadra kill coming in from the side of SMLZ. He wants one more. Oh, the Penta denied by his own team, but they got the ace.
Xiao Bao, the scumbag there. I mean, look, that was going, right, I'll get one. I'll give over the Penta. Look, let's get him. Especially because I'm pretty sure this is Ultra Prime's last game of the split. Like, just give him the very last little hurrah. Yeah, it's Ultra Prime's last game. Give it to him, and nope, get stolen away. But still, Ultra Prime, SMLZ, able to secure the fight, secure this Baron. And I mean, look, we talked about the opening to that fight, right? All you gotta do is make sure ZS has the angles. Give him those flank pads as... Oh, they're waiting for...
yeah, they're waiting for Hacker. Yeah, there it is. Oh, but the TP... looking to see if they can at least capitalize. Xiao 7, he's here. He's able to dodge away with the Howl.
Range, the opportunities to maybe like shoot someone with a graviton, begin these fights, like opportunities to try and be creative for SMLZ. I really, really enjoy. But you see, with this Baron buff, there's very little that TT can actually do. And turret 1 goes down, turret 2 feels next to fall.
They're a team about poke, about being able to harass from long range, and unfortunately, even though you can see the damage that comes in from Xiaopeng, it's kind of just walked off at the moment by Ultra Prime. They don't have enough to engage, to dive into the backline, and all the while, top lane now, Xiao 7 has to go golden to be able to survive. He's used Needlework as well to get a little bit of damage, but unfortunately, there's nowhere near enough. He's got Conqueror to survive. Hey, wait a minute, he's alive. Well, in mid lane, there's been a lot of harass coming in. Flash in with a pillar. They've got Xiaoxi and SMZ split off, but he's able to fight it back. Takes down Ye, looking for more. They've got the TP pudding, trying to escape, but now it's going to be the kills for Xiao Bao. He deserved those ones this time around, and Ultra Prime are ready to end this game and end this year on a high note.
ZS tanking up these turrets with the minion wave there. Baron's still available. They'll get the debuff. And it's only Xiao 7, but he's got no needlework.
No, and Xiaopeng is not ready to fight. They've pretty much forfeited at this point. They've got a little bit left. Xiao 7 pulled back and away from the steps and punched right on top of him. And Xiaopeng 2 kited all the way back into the very back of the base to lose game 3 to Ultra Prime. 2-1, and look at that, wouldn't you know it, Dagda?
When the world is calling you, can you hear them scream?